Hi guys, I'm on my way home from work and just got off the phone with my mom and thought I would make a quick video on my way home. Tomorrow is Adam's graduation, my oldest son, and so my mom and dad are coming into town they're about 5 hours away, 4.5 to 5 hours. And then my brother's coming in from Iowa. He's about 6 hours away. I don't know what time he's coming either. My mom, she said were going to leave the house no later than 8 in the morning, and she has to stop and pee a lot, so hopefully they'll be there around 2 at the latest, but we'll see. I can't imagine it would take them 6 hours. It's been a long time since my dad's been to my house. My mom has come and visited several times, but normally if I see my dad, it's because we're going down there. Because I don't really know why, actually. Oh well. Part of it, I think, was because they, used to have grandkids living with them and they would watch them. So I'm looking forward to my dad coming to my house, and obviously my mom is like my best friend. I mean, my mom and my mother-in-law, family-wise, are my best friends. I have a best friend, but I'm just really extremely close to my mother-in-law and very close to my mom. So I'm excited. And then I'm excited to see my brother. My brother Jeff is a lot of fun. He's 8 years younger than me, but we've always been very close. And he's really he's extremely smart. And he has me and him we have a lot of things in common, but we have a few things not in common too. And we can have some kind of respectful debate. Like, he's an atheist, and I am not an atheist. I am a full believer in God. And so, we've never debated over that, because he doesn't try to prove me wrong and I don't try to prove him wrong. We just believe what we believe. But we have had discussions about it before that have been nice. I appreciate hearing his point of view, and I very much appreciate him being respectful of my beliefs, and I'm incredibly respectful of his too. But besides that, we just have a lot of things in common. We like a lot of the same things. We both like scary movies, and I don't know, he's just I'm close to a lot of my siblings, which I guess is really cool, because there's 7 of us, and we all have something in common, be it different things. I'm probably the most different from... Who am I probably the most different from? Probably the most different from my sister Tina. And I don't know. I'll just leave it at that. I love her to death, but we're very different. But I think if we lived closer to one another, I think we would be close. It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe it's because we don't keep in contact as much as I have kept in contact with the others. I don't know. She's had a pretty busy life, so that's probably why. So anyway, this weekend, tomorrow, my mom and dad and my brother are coming in town, and they're staying until Sunday. Then the following weekend, my brother Ricky and his wife and their 2 little girls are coming to visit. I wish my brother that's coming tomorrow could stay the week, and so he could be there, because he's a full-time college student, and I think he just finished his last final, so I think he, if he didn't have any other obligations, could stay. That would be fun. I'd still have to work during the day, but I'm sure he could find stuff to do. So, I don't know. We have other, he has friends and some other family around here. I feel like I'm completely rambling. I don't know. I don't even know if I'll post this. I might just... That's what happened last Thursday, actually. I was doing a car vlog, and I was using a program on my phone. I've got an iPhone, and I wasn't using just the video on the iPhone. I was using a program. The program that I used to upload it to YouTube, but my phone rang, and it erased the video. I thought it would just pause it like the iPhone does, then you can just start up and it's like another video. But I went to look at it, and the video was only like 4 minutes long. And that's because it totally erased the one that I had already spent all the time talking on. So I'm not going to use that again. I think that's a flaw in the software, or I just don't know how to use it right. But the weather has cooled down considerably. Last week it was in the 80s, and one day it actually got kind of hot, and then it's like the lower 60s, and they're talking about possible frost tonight. So I'll have to bring my hanging flower baskets like into the foyer of the house, or maybe even the garage, because I don't want them to die right after I just got them. I don't usually worry about the tomatoes. They're like up against the house, so most of the time if we get frosts in May, they are never affected, or if they are, it's very minimal. They seem to be pretty protected by the house, and so I don't know. There's a lot of traffic tonight, but I'm taking the day off work tomorrow. My house is already pretty clean, but I like to kind of give it a once over before I have company. I don't know why I care. They don't care. My family's very laid back. I don't care what their house looks like. I mean, as long as somebody's house isn't crawling with bugs or something, I don't care how if they have all the clothes put up, if they have clutter, if they have a lot of knickknacks and tchotchkes around. That doesn't bother me in the least. So I don't know why I let it bother me. I just like to have my house clean. I don't know. I'm one of them people that likes to clean my house when nobody else is around. Is that weird? It's like my husband goes and plays pool on Wednesday nights with a cousin and some buddies. And so that's usually when I clean. And, do all my dusting and vacuuming and all that. So I did, but then, the deep cleaning, like when you mop the floors and all that, I'll do on a Sunday. But, so I think the only thing I really have left to do is I kind of want to clean the main bathroom a little bit. I've already vacuumed and dusted, and I do need to mop part of the kitchen again because it was raining for a couple of days, so when the dog comes in, he gets his little footprints. Wish I could train him to wipe his feet. I saw a video one time of a little dog that was trained to wipe his feet at the door. Nathan just looks at me like I'm crazy, when I'm sitting there taking his feet and wiping them on the rug for him. Because we try to catch him as soon as he comes in the door, but sometimes he's waiting. He knows, and he starts running. So I think there might be some little paw prints I've got to mop up. But I already dusted on Wednesday. I haven't been working on any projects this week. No looming, no knitting machine. Just, I don't know, one day instead of doing that, I went through my closet and took out all my size 12s, and all my size 10s are all too big. So I got working on getting all those out and toted up. I'm going to put them up in the attic. I never did find my tote with my size 6 and 8s. I guess I must have donated it, because I know I never sell my clothes at yard sales. I'll sell the kids, but I always donate my stuff. So I must have donated it. I just don't remember donating it. And so I didn't buy a lot. I bought like 2 pairs of capris and a couple pairs of shorts. And I totally lucked out on jeans because Walmart, I was over at the clearance rack because I just wanted to get a couple pairs of jeans. I don't need a whole ton of clothes. I mean, I work from home most days of the week, so what do I need, you know, a whole ton of clothes? So, but I was at the clearance rack and this lady told me, she said, you know, you should really scan anything you pick up off this rack because I'm noticing the stuff's cheaper than it says it is. So I found this pair of jeans and I went over and I scanned them. They're $5. And then they had 2 other pairs in my size. So I got 3 pairs of jeans for 15 bucks. And they're that Faded Glory brand that Walmart carries, which actually is a really good brand. I've had their jeans before. They last, you know, forever. They're, I don't know, I think they're just as good as any other jean. And for $5, you know, whatever. And I'm not into the brands, you know. I don't have to have Levi's or any of that expensive stuff. The only thing that I really kind of probably spend too much money on is makeup, like eyeshadows and stuff. And even then, you know, I'll save my money towards a goal and to get it, because and then I like Wet n Wild. They're super cheap, but I have a few, you know, high-end makeup eyeshadow palettes that I, you know, saved my money for. So, but clothes-wise, I get probably 99% of my clothes from Kohl's. I like to go to the thrift store too. I haven't had a whole lot of luck at the thrift store, at least the ones by me. I've gotten some shirts and jackets, but pants, they're usually either too small or too big or just way too worn out. There's been some, I don't even know why they are trying to sell them. Or they're just way out of style. You know, like from the style from back when the jeans like went up almost to your boobs. So, or they're the super low riders, which I want to be able to sit in a chair without my ass showing out of my jeans. So, you know. But I like the Faded Glory pants that I got from Walmart. And so I'm just going to have those. And then I had a couple pairs of Levi's that are 10s, but they run really small. I couldn't fit in them, but now I can. So I kept those out. Yeah, that was fun, trying on all that stuff. I'm going to throw these totes up in the attic. And I'm bound and determined not to let myself get back up in size. But I'm not going to get rid of this stuff just yet, because it's expensive if you try to replace all your clothes. Shirts, that's not a big deal. I'm more down into a medium instead of a large now, but the larges still fit okay. And you know, I'm not trying to look like some hoochie mama with really tight clothes and all that. I'm not into that. I don't care how much weight I lose, I'm not gonna, you know, I think probably all of us know that person that loses weight and then they start dressing like a teenager. And I know it's just because they're proud of themselves and they worked hard to get there. But, and I would never want to hurt somebody's feelings, but that looks really bad in my opinion, you know? And I don't want to go down that path. I don't want to, you know, wear the too short shorts, or you will not catch my ass in a crop top unless I got a tank top underneath it. I'm not going to go showing my belly. I'm not, you know, I don't know. I'll wear tank tops and stuff like that, but, you know, I'm not trying to dress sexy, if that makes sense. But I am excited to be able, I was able to fit finally into those black shorts that I had bought 2 years ago and couldn't wear. I can wear them now. So I'm pretty happy about that. I don't know what my weight's going to be Saturday when I weigh, because it's my period week. I swear to God, it feels like I'm having those more than once a month, but when I look on the calendar, I'm not. But I consistently gain like 2.5 pounds that week. So I'm thinking about not even weighing myself Saturday at all. You know, just so I don't have to go through that up and down. Because I know I haven't like gained weight, like really gained weight. So maybe I'll just skip this week and weigh in. And then just weigh next week. It was a truck. And they had a whole bunch of trash bags in the back, so they were going really slow, which is good, so none of it blew out. But I had to get around him. So, let's see. Yeah, graduation. My son, the graduation's not till 7 tomorrow night, but he has to be there by 6:15. And the place is kind of far away. I'd rather get there too early than not early enough. And then we can get somewhere closer to sit. And then they wanted to charge all this money to take pictures of them in their caps and gowns. And it's like, I got a camera, I'll take my own pictures. I'm not going to spend all that money. You know, I don't know. I used to buy like their baseball pictures because then, you know, they're like with their team and everything. But a cap and gown picture, I remember having one of those when I graduated. You never did anything with it. I mean, the pictures that people took are better than that, in my opinion, anyway. So I'll just save the money, take our own pictures, and I'll try to remember to post some pictures whenever I do my next video, which probably will be Monday, since I'm having family in. I'm so excited. We don't have people visit us very often. And so it's nice to have company. I don't know what I'm going to feed everybody though. I think probably tomorrow we'll just order pizza, because since we have to be down there pretty early, I think it'd be easier to just have pizza and not try to cook or not try to go somewhere. And then Saturday maybe we'll go somewhere. Or maybe I'll cook. I don't know. It's kind of hard. I don't know what to make, you know, since I'm trying to eat all healthy. But you can I could still eat healthy. And then next week when my brother and his wife and kids come up, they're actually staying through Monday, the holiday, or leaving on the holiday. So that'll be fun. Have little girlies. One of them's 1. And I don't remember how old. I'm not really good at keeping track of the ages of all my nieces and nephews. There's so many of them. Not that. I think she's 3 or 4, maybe older. I don't know. See, I'm horrible about keeping. My sister-in-law, Anne, would probably be like, "You should know." Nah. I don't know. I'm sure they understand, you know, when there's 7 kids in a family and most of them have kids, some of them, and most of them have actually all of them have more than 1 kid. I think the only one that doesn't have kids is my brother Jeff. All the rest of them have kids and they all have more than 1. So I have a lot of nieces and nephews. I can't keep track of their ages. I can barely keep track of my own age, and that's the honest to God truth. I have to sit, I was born in 1970, and so sometimes I have to sit and say, okay, it's 2014, my birthday's in October, that means I'm going to be 44 this year. I forget my age all the time. I don't know why. I'm always off by like 1. I don't understand why. Maybe I'm in denial. I don't know. Does anybody else forget how old they are? When I certainly don't feel, you know, mid-40s. I don't know what you're supposed to feel like, but feel more like I'm in my 30s still, especially since I started doing this Atkins and I have so much more energy. It has not, however, converted me into a morning person. I am not a morning person. Unfortunately, my husband is. And that gets, it's like a, I don't know, when I wake up in the morning, I would like to just sit in bed and watch the news. I don't really want to commentate on the news and have a debate over the things on the news, but he does. And I really just want to be quiet. I just kind of want to ease into my morning. And he's up and raring to go. And sometimes he can, you know, he's just griping about everything. And so sometimes I just get up, go get a cup of coffee, you know, I don't know, I'm just not a morning person. That's one area where he and I are so totally different. I am a night owl, and he's fallen asleep in the recliner at like 7:30, you know. He's definitely a morning person. And I mean, even on work days, I'm usually staying up till, and not like it's late, but 10:30, 11 o'clock, sometimes later. Maybe if I went to bed earlier, I'd be more, nah. I've never been a morning person, ever. And neither are our kids. So my poor husband, he's all raring to go, and all the rest of us are just, bleh. We don't, you know, we just don't want to talk in the mornings. Once I've had my coffee, I start perking up a little bit. And I'm just really not a morning person at all. Well, it's been really busy at work. I've been very happy about that, although I'm about ready to get to my capacity point, I think. You know, I guess you get what you ask for. And when I told him, you know, hey, here I am, they noticed, and I've started getting a lot more work, and mainly because all of a sudden they had all this turnover. And so they've been scrambling, and so, you know, that's good for me. And even if I can help them not have to fill one of the positions, that would be even, you know, that much better. I'll keep doing some of this work. But then there's also another gentleman that's going to be on vacation for like a week and a half, and I'm his backup. So I'll be doing his work, my work, plus this extra work that they have given me for the people that left. And there's a project that I'm leading, and there's something else that they're talking about training me on. So I'm actually reaching my capacity. So that's good. And then when the audit activities kick back up, I don't know what they're going to do, because we're also not supposed to work overtime. So, but I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Right now, I'm just extremely grateful to have the work. They're very grateful to have the help. And it sure makes the day go by fast. And it's not been bad filling out that tracking tool that I told you I was going to have to start using. That's not been so bad. There's like this spreadsheet that they created that you fill out throughout the day. And so if you do one task and then you do a different one and you go back to that task, you put your start and your end times in. But if you name the tasks the same thing, at the end of the day, there's a macro built in where you click this button, it adds all your totals up for you. So even though you might have bounced back and forth of things, it totals them for you, and then you just enter it onto that online tool, which is nice. So you don't have to sit there with like a piece of paper and try to document everything. And a lot of my tasks are grouped into one category, so that's a little easier too. So it's not been so bad. I just put a reminder on my calendar to make sure I do it. And then throughout the day, I just make sure to utilize that spreadsheet with the macros built in. And so far, I've been able to fill my day. And they don't make you, track when you go to the bathroom or lunch or breaks. You track meetings and then, your actual tasks and stuff. So at first, I thought you even had to track when you went to the bathroom, and I thought that is bullshit. But you don't have to. they kind of they figure everybody's gonna have some of that time during the day, you know, when you don't really have much to do, or, you know, you're going to the bathroom, or you're on your breaks or your lunches or whatever. So it's almost like they feel like you've worked a full day with 6.5 hours. So that's reasonable, and makes me feel a little bit better about it. But I am almost home. I'm stopping at a light that's right before, just a couple blocks down is my house. But I just kind of wanted to hop on and tell you I'm excited. I'm having some family come visit me. Adam's graduation is tomorrow. That chapter of his life will be closed and starting the next one. And I'm off work tomorrow. And so I hope all of you have a good day tomorrow and a good weekend. And I should hopefully talk to you on Monday. And yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.